video is probably going to be a little bit short and sweet. I just wanted to do sort of like a catch up. Well, no, not necessarily just like a catch up, but like also, this is just a hair informational video. We talk about hair things here. So yeah, let's get into it. I wanted to bring up this interesting trend that we're seeing on social media when it comes to like hair and length retention and growth. It's very aesthetic, and aesthetics are great. I think everybody loves aesthetics, right? But aesthetics in what is known to be like helpful, key, factual information are two different things. It's weird because you guys know, like, I'm highly interested in hair. I have researched the subject for a very long time. I had to in order to figure out my own hair and what I needed, what my hair needed for it to grow to the length it is now, for it to be healthy, for what it is now, and how to maintain my hair how it is now, right? Because I haven't always had like hip length hair, okay? My hair hasn't always been this long. It took many years for me to understand what my hair needed, because what I would read sometimes on a lot of journals and vlogs or just see on social media versus what reality is for my hair were two different things. I think that people on social media, I think they mean well. I mean, let me tell you, there's many things that you can do to your hair that your hair will help your hair to maintain its length and stay healthy, but there are key things that you need to do, whereas like all the rest of the other stuff is kind of like fluff. Me personally, a lot of those things I see are like taking excess vitamins. You don't have to take excess vitamins unless you do have deficiencies. The things where they're like, oh, change your diet. There's plenty of people that eat like crap and their hair grows to long lengths, okay? I think the main thing that people want you to take away when they talk about eating healthy is if you are deficient in iron, if you are deficient in some of the vitamins that are key to hair growth or just for your body to function overall, then yes, you do want to focus on diet, right? Like you don't want to be iron deficient. You don't want to be protein deficient, different things like that. Yes, but just to take extra vitamins and to overload your body with a bunch of vitamins that it doesn't need, if you don't have any deficiencies, is pointless. Scalp massages, while they do feel good and do help, obviously, like with blood flow to the brain, which carries nutrients to your scalp, which helps. They're not necessary to grow your hair. If you have a normal circulatory system, your your blood circulates throughout your body just fine. You don't need hair massages to grow your hair. These are just many of the things that I'm seeing that are kind of like on trend on social media, but I think they're misleading, because like I see a lot of influencers and they're like, do these things to grow your hair, and this influencer has 10 things and the next influencer has 10 things and the next one has 15, and I see a lot of the comments underneath and they're just kind of like, oh my god, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just tired because one person will say one thing and then another influencer will say another thing, and somebody else will be like, oh well, that's damaging your hair, it's not good for your hair, so it could be misleading. Because I've been studying hair for so long and I've been studying my own hair for so long, those type of posts don't really faze me, because I could just say, okay, this is just for clicks and views. This is not really like, you know what I mean? But if I was just starting out on my natural hair journey, or even before I became natural and I was still relaxed and I was just trying to make my hair a little bit more healthy, if that was me back then starting out now, then I would be taking those things seriously. I would be like, oh my gosh, I have to do these 10 things, or then I see another 7 things and then I see another post like, no, don't do this. So I think it's quite interesting. I will just say that anything that you choose, any advice that you choose to take um, on social media, just do your due diligence and actually just research. Just say, like, your hair needs moisture, you want to keep your scalp clean, and yeah, keep your scalp clean, keep your hair moisturized. So, the main principles of hair is just keep the scalp clean, keep the hair moisturized. And, for me, being a natural, it's going to be different than from other people, maybe with different hair types or hair textures. But for me, I've learned that keeping my hair in stretch styles, right? Like buns, ponytails, braids, helps my hair to not tangle, so that every time I go back to the shower to shampoo and condition, I don't have a lot of breakage because my hair is not tangled. And by avoiding tangles and knots in my hair, I avoid breakage. And that has just worked for me. I think that's a little bit more logical and easier to follow than saying, hey, go buy these 20 things on Amazon and put them in your hair every night or every week and massage your hair at least 3 times a day. Like, yes, massaging my scalp, scratching my scalp feels great, but it's not what helped me grow my hair. What helped me grow my hair was consistency, avoiding damage, avoiding breakage, and avoiding damage which would lead to breakage. That's what helped me grow my hair, and doing that over and over and over again, that's what helped me grow my hair. Yes, there's certain products that I use that helped detangle my hair, that helped keep it moisturized. So they helped in that way, but I can't show you a product and be like, this is 100% what grew my hair. I didn't have to use any techniques. I didn't have to be consistent with anything. I just put this in and it just grew my hair. Like, there's no product that can do that. And there's no product that, will just detangle and completely upkeep your hair for you when you just lay back. Like, and if there is a product, like many products out here that are claiming that it does, it's fraudulent. So that's why kind of, you normally see me using too many new products. I may pick up a new product because, oh, I read for shine, or, oh, I read that, it does like leave your hair very moisturized. But there's no product that I'm buying with the intention of, oh my God, it's going to grow my hair. Oh my God, this is just going to be, it's just going to grow my hair out. It's just going to completely, make it so I don't have to do anything to my hair. Just put that product in and it's going to do it all for me. There's nothing that I buy anymore with those type of thoughts. Like I said, I think before I kind of understood my hair and I understood how it grows and I understood the principles to my hair, I think if I saw, like, I think back into high school, if I saw like an oil and they're like, oh, this oil is gonna help grow your hair, you just put it on your scalp every night and your hair is gonna be 30 inches in 3 months, right? I think in high school I would have like probably believed that. But since being on my hair journey, since seeing how my hair grows, since seeing how really it doesn't really have anything to do with products as much as it does just your consistency in a routine that your hair likes. So if my hair likes to be left alone and be in really, really low maintenance hairstyles and in between washes, and that's what tends to grow it or maintain its length, and if I continue to do that consistently, well, then my hair is just going to continue to grow because I am being consistent in what it likes and what it needs. Every now and then I just sit and I watch hair videos and I kind of feel sad because, like, when you become conscious to something and the mystery of it is no longer there, you now understand it. So now you can't unsee it because instead of like having like a magical thought, like before I really knew about my hair and I really knew how to grow it out or I really paid attention to it, I would believe a lot of myths. I would believe a lot of like things that I read. I'm like, oh, okay, well, they say this works, it must work. If I oil my hair once a week with shea butter oil and leave it on, well, the oil is going to help. I don't want to like take away from anybody's experience, because I do believe certain rituals and things that people do can really aid in their hair growth, or not hair growth, like their length retention. But again, I think more than anything, just a consistent routine, just doing the same thing over and over again that your hair likes, will lead to length retention and ultimately the hair length that you want, right? Because I think vice versa, just like how you can do many damaging things to your hair and it leads to non-length retention, right? It leads to excessive breakage, which leads to your hair not retaining length, which leads to your hair looking shorter and thinner than what it is. The same thing can be said about hair growth. So if you consistently damage your hair, then yeah, it may not be as long as you want it to be or look how you want it to look. But if you flip that and be consistent with your hair and things that it likes and things that tend to make it stay on the healthier side, then you're going to see a complete difference. But yeah, social media and the aesthetics with hair care, I find it interesting. I see under a lot of videos, people are just like over it. They're just like, I don't even care anymore. They're just like, one influencer says this, the other one says that, and a lot of it is ridiculous, and people feel like it's doing too much. It's interesting that when I put less time into my hair, it started growing more. So meaning I wasn't really doing much to it. I wasn't doing henna treatments. I wasn't doing oiling. I wasn't doing scalp massages every day. I was probably just doing like putting water in it every 3 to 4 days, detangling in the shower, and then putting it in a hairstyle that wasn't damaging to my hair. And I wasn't pulling on my scalp. I wasn't doing any of that stuff. I was pretty much just doing the most low maintenance thing that you can think of. Consistency and that like just repetitious same old was able to grow my hair. It's interesting how that was able to help me get my hair to retain length versus when I thought that I had to do all this extra stuff. I had to buy these products, I had to massage the scalp, I had to sit upside down on the bed with my head going down, right? What was that thing, the inversion method or whatever? What's the other one? There's these little things that you massage your scalp with. There's now the scalp scrubs. There's now like all these things that you quote unquote have to do to achieve healthy, longer hair. And that's not true. It's not a big secret, but like, yeah, I definitely like on TikTok, I see like these oils, these hair oils or these hair vitamins, and they're just like, yeah, take these or put this in your hair and it's just gonna grow it. And I'm just like, oh my God, like there's like, it's sad that they're lying to people, because that's not what hair care is about. Not just a one-stop shop, like, hey, there's just like this magic oil, put it in your hair and tomorrow you wake up with like 20 inches of hair. I think it's like so sad that you have all these like fake gimmicky products or supplements online, and they're like misleading people. Or you have influencers who just want to make content, but at the same time, the content that they're putting out, they're not really thinking too much into it, and they're just like, yeah, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that, and they're all contradicting each other. And so the people are just like, so what is the truth? And that's when I say, go to experts, find articles, find people who do hair on a regular, who study hair, and listen to them. Influencing is cool, Instagram is nice, TikTok is addicting, but I would say before you get any like information off of here If it's not logical, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel like it's not realistic, that's because 9 times out of 10 it's not. Again, hair care is literally just keep your scalp clean, keep the hair moisturized, and keep it away from damage. And then your hair grows. Alright guys, I just wanted to come back for that pep talk. I definitely will be back for more articles and things like that. But yeah, I just wanted to come back for that pep talk. I hope you guys are all well. I hope you're enjoying your spring that's turning into summer soon. And I'll see you later. Bye.